Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Restaurant and Bar Marketing Podcast. This is your host, Erik Shellenberger, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. So in this episode, I want to revisit something that I wrote about in my first book, which is basically a speech to the staff, your front of house staff especially. So this isn't really geared toward owners or managers, but it's a tool that owners and managers can use to appeal to your front of house staff, your tipped employees, whoever that may be. So I wrote this speech up and I performed it a couple times live to a couple of front of house audiences, and I think it gets pretty good response because it's talking to them about their tips. It's not talking to them about work harder because the business is going to profit from it and do better because of you. It's all about work better, work harder because it's going to benefit you. It's going to put more money in your pocket directly. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me and said, hey, they played this on the audiobook version of this to their staff, and their staff is very responsive, and it actually helped a lot. So I'm going to do it again in audio format here. It's going to be a little bit more, I don't know, maybe lively than the audiobook, because audiobook, I talk very much monotone. Unfortunately, I'm just not good at that. So this is going to be a little bit more energetic version of my speech to the front of house employees. So here goes. I am here for you people, not the owner. This is not about your boss's wallet. This is about yours. I'm here to make you more money, plain and simple. 2/3 of the new customers who walk in your door are from word of mouth. As a marketing expert, I can only really affect 33% of the people who walk in this door. The rest is up to you. You all are responsible for influencing word of mouth. Will you influence it positively or negatively? Every table and every guest will be influenced by you directly. I have a term I love that applies to everyone in every line of work, in everyone's personal life, every single day. Ruthlessly self-serving. Everything you do every day should serve you. Everything you do should be to improve and better yourself. Being ruthlessly self-serving will increase your bank account 100% of the time. Do not confuse this with being selfish. Helping others feels good. Helping others serves you. When you quit arguing with your coworkers to start having their backs instead, this will serve you. Will rolling out of bed with 10 minutes to get to work and showing up with your hair and makeup looking like you've been up all night partying help your tips? This does not serve you. Look the part physically and feel the part mentally before every shift. Your wallet will thank you. Be prepared every single shift. Providing a great customer experience is painfully simple, but it requires a bit of thought. Start to take a mental tally of a few things. Remember the name, remember the drink, remember the conversation. If you remember these three things, not only with the regulars, but with the customers who have been in only once before, your tips will increase. If a customer came in the door one time or a few weeks ago and is on his second visit, you remember his drink, he's pretty impressed, right? Your tips go up because you took a small interest in this person and made a mental note of what he ordered. Now, if you ask people's names and remember them, do you think your tip will increase even more upon their next visit? Hell yes. Let's take it a bit further. If you're in the position of having the opportunity to make small talk with people, remember the conversation. Picture this. You were talking with a customer and he mentions briefly that his wife is going into the hospital for an unknown symptom. You wish him luck and that's it. Now when he comes back through the door a month later and you ask how his wife is doing with the hospital visit, he will undoubtedly be impressed. Your tip will absolutely go up. When you remember all three consistently, you are now making bank compared to your previous self. Picture this. Hey, John, great to see you again. Vodka tonic? How did everything go with your wife? I hope the symptoms ended up being nothing. You just blew that guy's mind. You're now his go-to bartender or server. He is now a regular customer who asks to be seated in your section. Be interested and involved. Look your best. Don't do it for them, do it for you. Your following will increase. Your bank account will go up, and this didn't require one more second of work in your day than you work right now. Stay off the phone. I'm going to say it again because this is the biggest factor in modern life that is separating you from making more money. Stay off the damn phone. I know some people have genuine addictions to their phones, so if this is you, keep it in the back of house and not in your pocket. When a customer sees you typing on the phone, it sends a very clear message. My personal life is more important than you. I work in reputation management for bars and restaurants, and this is consistently at the top of the list of customer complaints. If you manage social media for the restaurant on your phone, cool. Do it in the back of the house or before your shift. There is absolutely zero reason why you have to be on the phone with inside of a customer. You have one of the only job descriptions that includes the ability to give yourself a raise anytime you choose. When you follow these steps and start to be ruthlessly self-serving, your tips will go up, probably starting the minute you decide to switch your thinking, then over the course of the next week, then the next month, and so on. Your boss does not have this power. The owner of the company does not have this power. You do, so use it. Want more money per shift without working 1 minute longer than you do right now? Become ruthlessly self-serving. People don't buy from businesses. They buy from people. Your regulars come to your place to see you. Sure, they may have a great burger too, but everybody has a great burger. No one is going to do business with someone they don't like or with someone they think doesn't like them. Sometimes you got to act. I get it. When I was bartending, some of my regulars were a bit abrasive, but as far as they knew, I was their best friend inside those walls. Your job is to turn a one-time customer into a regular, so act the part. Some of the best bartenders in history are also great actors. Don't follow policy because those are the rules. Follow them because there's a very good chance they will serve you. Policies are in place to protect the business, which is nothing more than an outlet for you to make money. I'm almost positive your bosses are self-serving. They just want you to join them. Post your shifts and upcoming events on your social media accounts. Not because you're required to do it. Don't do it because it's a policy. Do it because it will serve you. Your friends and followers will stop in to see you because of this. And guess what? There's a really good chance they're going to leave a tip. Toxic people will ruin this environment. The people who confuse self-serving with selfish. The ones who are only concerned about themselves and won't help out a coworker. The ones who won't pick up a shift when needed or won't have someone's back. These are the people who will not succeed. Don't be this guy, and everyone will win. Never allow this to be you. How you do one thing is how you do all things. Apply this mindset to everything in your life. I know there's a very, very good chance you're not going to be in this line of work for the rest of your life, at least not your current job description. When you start thinking with a ruthlessly self-serving mindset, the world opens up for you. Apply this to your personal life. Apply this to your kids. Hell, apply this to your ex that you can't stand and watch their attitude toward you change as well. Helping others can and will serve you. Huge jumps in personal growth happen when you start putting yourself first by helping people. So remember, when you clock in the next time, you're not working for this restaurant or bar. You're working for you. You are your own little independent contractor who can very much affect the amount of money you take home on your very next shift. Don't be the person that complains about being broke yet does nothing to fix it. You are just as responsible for bringing people in the door as your boss's marketing efforts, and believe it or not, you're way more effective at it. Remember, you bring 2/3 of the people back through those doors. I could never do that, even with a decade of marketing experience. There are a ton of options to eat and drink out there. Being better than all of them is easy. Best of all, it doesn't require a single change to your current schedule or require you to work 1 minute more. Choose to be successful and help others by being ruthlessly self-serving. Okay, so that's the speech. I think I got that out okay. Anyway, if it helps to play that or show that or give that to your staff one way or another, that was in 2018 and it's still 100% relevant. It's a little bit of a staff incentive, and here's the good part. They're going to take it seriously if it's coming from third party. It can come from anybody but you, and they'll take it seriously. So when the boss or the owner or the GM is if this was your own words and you gave it to them, they gloss over and be like, yeah, here we go again. But when it comes from a third party, it's way more effective. So it's all true still. I hope it helps. Thank you very much.